Denise Welch slammed the Conservatives after a consultant physician revealed the source of unrest, delays, and strikes within the NHS. Ministers are currently under mounting pressure to respond to intolerable and unsustainable pressure facing the UK's health service. The Loose Women star typed, "God IFG hate this government. Shame on them all. Using our hard-earned money to pay to cover up their disasters whilst allowing our NHS to deteriorate to this extent. Thank you Peter for this upsetting but detailed explanation." Alongside the post, she attached a thread from the social media user Pete Neville. Pete shared, "For those who don't fully understand what is up with the NHS, here is a thread for you that might help. I'm a consultant physician working as a doctor in the NHS in Yorkshire and Wales for 32 years now. I have experienced the NHS at its best, 2008, and its worst, 2022. Over at least the past 15 years, we have seen a relentless increase in demand, both in primary care and in hospital care. This has been absolutely predictable by social statisticians for decades and is based on the fact that our elderly are surviving much longer. Our elderly use a very large percentage of NHS of resources, unsurprisingly because they are more prone to disease, frailty, and dementia. They need more social care and hospital care as they get older. And they are living longer." The doctor also explained how despite NHS funding increasing, it is not in line with current inflation. Other medical professionals have described the NHS as on a knife edge, with some A&E departments in a complete state of crisis according to BBC. Labour criticised the government's management of the health service, while the Liberal Democrats called for Parliament to be recalled early. Transport Secretary Mark Harper said he recognised staff were under tremendous pressure. "Don't miss," but he said the government had offered more resources to the NHS and social care to help services cope. Hospitals are experiencing soaring demand, which experts believe is in part driven by winter illnesses like flu and COVID. Some 13% of hospital beds in England are filled with people with COVID or flu, NHS England figures showed. In some places, like Shropshire and Gloucestershire, people are being advised to only visit A&E in extreme circumstances. In recent days, a number of hospitals have declared critical incidents suggesting they cannot function as usual due to extraordinary pressure. According to the Royal College of Emergency Medicine, the NHS is facing the worst winter for A&E waits on record. The Department for Health and Social Care spokesperson said, "NHS staff do an incredible job and we recognise the pressures the NHS is facing following the impact of the pandemic. That's why we've backed the NHS and social care with up to £14.1 billion additional funding over the next 2 years, and this winter we have provided an extra £500 million to speed up hospital discharge and free up beds."